Jean-Jacque Rousseau by Nathan Laminaden. The Life of Jean-Jacque Rousseau. Born on June 28, 1712 in Geneva, and died on July 2, 1778, close to Paris. Traveled most of his life escaping prosecutions for his writings. Lived in France, Switzerland, Prussia, and even England. He lived in Paris multiple times. He had 5 children but gave them all away for adoption and was greatly criticized for it. He had multiple lovers but never married or settled down. Had many fans and people who respected him, but because of his controversial writings, he made many enemies. Writings of Jean-Jacque Rousseau. His first famous writing was the Discourse on the Arts and Sciences, which was written in 1742. Submitted for a contest sponsored by the Académie de Dijon. He received first place and it earned him lots of fame and respect. The topic was whether the development of sciences and arts has a positive impact on morals. His second was the Discourse on the Origin and Basis of Inequality Among Men, which was written in 1755. Which furthered the ideas from this first work and brought strong ideas on vice in modern society. His last famous writing was The Social Contracts, thus the Emile or On Education, which was written in 1762. Both works criticized religion strongly. The Social Contract was about the responsibilities between the ruler and the ruled, while the other work was about education and parenting. As a result of these works, he was forced to flee Switzerland and live under protection of others for the rest of his life. The rest of the world at the time. In the USA, the American Revolution was just starting at the time of his death, and his writings influenced the colonies greatly. His writings about politics and education influenced the way the USA was built today, and it's influenced strongly in their country and constitution. France. Rousseau was not alive at the time of the French Revolution, which did not start until 1789, but his writings about the king and monarchs was a big part of starting the Enlightenment way of thinking. Thoughts and ideas. Jean-Jacque Rousseau was a man that believed in freedom. Out of all things he had addressed and talked about, he talked about most about men's freedom. He believed people should give up some of their power and have someone represent them. He valued equality to all men. Discourse on Inequality was one of Rousseau's projects. It described all different examples of inequality that were among men and determined if inequality was natural or unnatural. The Emile was probably his most famous piece and start off with the most famous words he had ever said. Rousseau. Men are born free, yet everywhere in chains. He went on to explain how men are born free, but the modern society took away men's freedoms and did nothing for equality and liberty. He thought that everyone was born good, but modern society and self-needs made people corrupt. Rousseau made a big difference in the social contract. Rousseau made a big difference. The social contract was one of the most important declarations of the natural rights to man in the history of Western political philosophy. It showed a better way, consent of the governed instead of rulers. It believed to be the foundation of today's modern principles of human rights. Compared to others. What made him different from other people was he was a composer, he was considered a hero, and surprisingly he was one of the least educated. Rousseau composed 7 operas and was in the same generation as Johann Sebastian Bach's son. When Rousseau was 20, he studied philosophy, mathematics, and music. Compared to other philosophers, this wasn't much. Our perspective. We agree and disagree with Rousseau. We believe in giving up some of our rights for equality and freedom, but we disagree that modern society makes us corrupt.